hunters, rifles, and government policies. It sounds like the beginning of a controversy, doesn't it? But here's the thing. What if I told you the US government not only allows hunting, but actually supports it? And not just supports it, they depend on it. Why? How can killing animals be part of a plan to protect them? It's a story about balance, money, and the strange relationship between hunters and conservation. It's also a story that will challenge everything you think you know about wildlife, the environment, and who's really fighting to protect it. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you might just see hunting and hunters in a whole new light. This isn't just a story about hunting. It's a story about how nature works, who pays the price, and why the US government stands behind the hunters. When we think about conservation, hunting might not be the first thing that comes to mind. Yet, the United States government actively supports and regulates hunting. But why? How can killing animals help wildlife thrive? Today, we're diving into the complex relationship between hunters, wildlife management, and government policies. Stick around as we unpack the surprising role hunters play in conservation efforts. Hunting in the US isn't just a recreational activity. It's a carefully regulated tool for managing wildlife populations. For example, deer, elk, and other species can quickly overpopulate without natural predators. This leads to food shortages, habitat destruction, and even increased risks of disease spreading among animals. The government uses hunting to control these populations, ensuring a balance between wildlife and their ecosystems. By setting strict quotas and seasons, wildlife agencies make sure hunting is done responsibly, helping both animals and the environment. Here's a surprising fact. Hunters are some of the biggest contributors to wildlife conservation in the United States. Every time a hunter buys a license, tag, or permit, a portion of that money goes directly into wildlife management programs. In fact, since 1937, the Pittman-Robertson Act has required hunters to pay an excise tax on firearms, ammunition, and archery equipment. This tax has generated billions of dollars used to restore habitats, protect endangered species, and maintain public lands. Without this funding, many conservation efforts in the US simply wouldn't exist. Hunters play a direct role in keeping wildlife healthy and thriving. As urban areas expand, human-wildlife conflicts are becoming more common. Overpopulated species like deer and coyotes can wander into neighborhoods, cause property damage, and even pose safety risks. Hunting helps reduce these conflicts by keeping animal populations at sustainable levels. For example, fewer deer in suburban areas mean fewer car accidents caused by deer crossing roads. By managing wildlife populations, hunting protects both animals and humans, creating a safer environment for everyone. Ethical hunting is a key principle supported by the government. Hunters are trained to follow strict guidelines, ensuring humane practices and sustainable harvests. In addition, many hunters donate the meat from their kills to food banks and communities in need. Programs like Hunters for the Hungry turn hunting into a way of feeding people while controlling wildlife populations. So, while hunting might seem cruel at first glance, it's often done with care, respect, and a larger purpose in mind. Of course, hunting remains a controversial topic. Many animal rights groups argue that hunting disrupts ecosystems and causes unnecessary suffering. However, most wildlife biologists agree that regulated hunting, when done responsibly, benefits ecosystems in the long run. The key is balance, ensuring that hunting is controlled and serves a greater purpose. Whether you support hunting or not, it's important to look at the data. and understand the role it plays in modern conservation efforts. As technology advances, the way we manage wildlife is changing. Drones, GPS tracking, and other tools are making it easier to monitor animal populations. Some experts believe these technologies could eventually reduce our reliance on hunting. But for now, hunting remains one of the most effective tools for wildlife management in the U.S. The future of conservation will likely combine traditional methods like hunting with innovative new technologies, ensuring the health of our ecosystems for generations to come. The U.S. government's support for hunting is rooted in a complex balance of conservation, funding, and ethical wildlife management. While it's a topic that sparks debate, the positive impact on ecosystems and biodiversity is undeniable. If this video gave you a new perspective on the topic, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating issues like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.